What is the crack, folks, and welcome to December the 15th for our Advent Calendar Salvage Box event, or as it is now being called by the comment section, Salvagemas. So welcome to Salvagemas. If you missed yesterday's episode, there'll be a link up in the corner there. I'll give you a few seconds to check it out so you can have a look at that mech. If not, we're going to review all of the mechs that we have so far. So we've gotten ourselves quite a few mechs for the Inner Sphere. We got a nice fire support mech, an archer, like I said in the video yesterday for the 2R. It tends to overheat at times, so you need to be very careful with it. But it'd be a nice combination, I reckon, with the assaults that we have. Throw it in with the Atlas and the Cyclops, you know what I mean? And the King Crab maybe. You could have like an assault command mech. The sort of tip of your spear if you were doing a mercenary sort of command, if you had 12 mechs altogether in your dropship. And then for our clanners, we've got that another assault mech, a Kodiak, and it's got some support mechs there. Hopefully we get something a bit heavier for them. I mean, the Thor is nice, Nova, Horndell, you know what I mean, lighter stuff. And then of course we have the linebacker, which is decent in support. But I want a Mad Cat, or something a bit more substantial, something a bit in the heavy department. That's fire support for the clanners would be ideal. We'll find out soon enough. So here is our salvage box sleeve or tray or whatever terminology you want to use. We'll try this one. We'll go for this one. We'll pick this one for today. Hopefully it's something for the clans. If not, more Inner Sphere, they'll outnumber them even more. So see you down on the table. So here we are, folks, Friday the 15th. Be interesting to see what mech we get today. We've had a good spread so far. I was well impressed with the archer yesterday as the fire support mech for our Inner Sphere units. We could do a nice support lance, and hopefully we get something a bit substantial for the old clanners. Maybe something heavy. What have we got? What have we got today? Holy smokes! I mean, I was hoping for something heavy for the clanners, but I think a Stone Rhino is plenty of assault. That's another assault mech. That's a Kodiak, a King Crab, and the Stone Rhino out of that same tray. We're going to take the Stone Rhino down onto the turntable and go through some stats. The Behemoth, or the Stone Rhino, depending on your Inner Sphere or clanner disposition, is a 100-ton clan assault mech. Its battle value is 3001 points. Its movement profile is 353. It has a walk of 3, a run of 5, and a jump of 3. It has 10 double heat sinks, sinking 20 heat per turn. Its armor factor is 288. Its weapons profile is the following. It has a small pulse laser in the head. It has a Gauss rifle in the right torso. It has 2 tons of Gauss ammunition for 16 rounds in the right torso. It has case in the right torso. Case means cellular ammunition storage equipment. It is clan technology, which is used to protect the mech from ammunition or weapon explosions. Normally, without case, if your mech suffers an ammo explosion, depending on how much is left, it will cook off. Usually it kills it. In the case of the Behemoth, it's used for the Gauss rifle. Gauss rifles, when they suffer a critical hit, explode. Gauss rifle ammunition, when it suffers a critical hit, does not, as it is inert. It's just sort of like a solid slug or a solid round of metal. Hence the case in the torsos. So in this case, if you suffered a critical hit to the Gauss rifle, the right torso and right arm would blow off, or if it happened to your left torso, it would be the left torso and the left arm would go up. Your pilot would suffer 2 pilot hits, so you'd have to make 2 consciousness rolls, but the mech would survive. It has a Gauss rifle in the left torso. It has 2 tons of Gauss ammunition for another 16 rounds in the left torso. It also has case in the left torso. It has a large pulse laser in the right arm. It has a large pulse laser in the left arm. It has a jump jet in its center torso. There is a jump jet in the left leg and a jump jet in the right leg. So there we are, folks. Friday the 15th, and our mech is a Behemoth. Like, when I said we needed some fire support for our Kodiak, this isn't exactly what I had in mind. But I mean, it'll do the job. 2 Gauss rifles, with plenty of ammunition between them. 32 rounds, you have 16 rounds of firing both ghost rifles off. Most games that you're going to play, most small scale games, that's plenty. You've got your 2 large pulses as well, and then your small in the head just for the giggles, just to kill off infantry, you know, if they become annoying. But absolutely cracking fire support. It has case, as we were talking about, which saves it when a ghost rifle suffers a critical hit. That'll pop, and then the case will save the mech. Well, it'll save, you know, 2/3 of the mech. But it's yeah, slow going, interesting. 353, so jump jets on them. Get you to maneuver into a better position quicker. That would help, you know, if you were jumping up a level 2 at the start of the game. Not really used it much. I've used it once or twice. I haven't gone too crazy with it. But sticking this and a Kodiak in a star, I mean, this one alone is 3000 BV. If I remember correctly, the Kodiak isn't too far off. Like, this star's getting expensive, boys. What do you think? Do you think this would be suited to Clan Ghost Bear colour scheme, or what colour scheme do you think the Behemoth would be suited to? I mean, it could, you know, we could do Clan Ghost Bear as well, do we? And the Kodiak, and that's, you know, normally, see, I'm finding it funny, normally down on my club, when we play every second week, we do 7,500 BV. So this and the Kodiak is nearly a full fighting force. The next game I actually have lined up with someone, I think we're fighting 10,000 BV. So that'll be interesting. Be good crack. But yeah, another assault mech from the same tray. That's the King Crab, a Kodiak, and the Behemoth that have all come from that same tray. I mean, I wonder if it's got any more assault mechs left in it at this rate, you know? So, absolutely cracking unboxing. Another great pull for the clanners. They have a bit of firepower. Be interesting to see what forces we get done by the end. And throw some paint on them. And we'll probably have a battle with them. I think that'd be fun if we do a lance. Or 2 lances against a star, maybe. See how that goes. That might be fun little sort of event to do over the holiday season. We'll see how it goes. So see what other pulls we get. And we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Take it easy, folks.